What's good to the guys? What's popping to the people? Yeah, well, y'all know what time it is. I took a week off, and I told you I was gonna take a week off just because I'm doing my part, you're not doing yours. I'm seeing too much of the same old. I'm putting this information out here for a purpose. And, I mean, we all trying to find our way. Let's be honest about that. I believe I found mine, or at least I'm going in that direction. I'm trying to somehow, some way, inspire, redirect, inform, however you want to look at it. This is what I'm trying to do for my people. For all people, at the end of the day. And my problem is, the situation is, I can't continually put out information to have people who I know have viewed the information, told me they enjoyed the information and they learned from it, then behave contradictory to how we build it. It starts to get weird for me. And then, like, if you're not getting the information from me, that's fine. Get it from somewhere. I get so sick of people coming to the table either with no thought of their own or the common thought of the masses, which usually comes from CNN, Fox News, NBC, ABC, some dumb crap like that. That's not real news. I'm sorry. The one thing that your president may have said that made sense since they've allowed him speaking privileges, fake news. So, I mean, like, it just tell, lie, vision. You're not gonna find anything useful on there. The only way you're gonna find anything useful on television is if you're watching it for the BS. I find entertainment in movies, don't get me wrong, but I'm picking them apart as I'm watching them. I'm not just enjoying the story and getting caught up in the mind frame and all that. I enjoy cinema, but I'm looking for something. Every day, anything I do, I'm looking for something. If I'm reading, I'm looking for something. If I'm watching the news, I'm looking for something. When I work out at the gym, I'm not listening to my favorite rap song. I'm looking for something. I got a lecture jumping off. This is what we're all supposed to be doing. If you think about, everybody always talking about the ancestors. Okay, if you think about the ancestors, they wasn't watching television. We always talk about how smart the ancestors and how knowledgeable they was. You know why? Because they couldn't watch TV and they couldn't play PlayStation. You wanted to get the girl back then, you had to be smart. Not good at 2K. Not that dude that can get the pack off. You just had to be smart. The smarter you were, the better off you were. So they spent all that time pondering on things and intellectualizing what this was all about, which is what we also do. You shouldn't just get up, wake up, go to work, and do your same blah, 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 blah every day and have no attempts to figure out what this is all about. We all, I don't care what race you are, you have, at some point, we all see weird stuff going on that we know shouldn't be going on, whether we admit it or not. And weird for me could be different than what's weird for you. But every human being, I ain't gonna say every human being, but every American, every person in this country has at some point saw some things that was like, yeah, I don't know if that should happen. But we overlook it, keep it moving, and say, oh, well, you know, Y'all have to excuse me, this cold killing me. Okay, look. Let's just get to it. You know, we was dealing with the Nipsey Hustle thing. And I'm just gonna call this, we gotta do better. And that's my new slogan. Hashtag, we gotta do better. I'm starting a movement. We gotta do better. And when I say we gotta do better, I'm not going off that dumbass gang narrative that the rest of y'all falling for. That is like, okay, it was gangs with Pop. It was gangs with Biggie. I mean, who else they put the gang thing on? I mean, you could go down the list. It's always a gang or some rape. You dealing with a rapper or a black entertainer. Either somebody died from gang violence or somebody catch a rape case. That's what they hit you with every time. And every time y'all fall for it. No. Not going. Let me out the vehicle. I ain't getting in the car. I ain't getting in the car with that one. And why? I exhausted it. I exhausted it earlier on my live. If y'all didn't watch it, I'll post it tomorrow or whatever. A lot of y'all gonna see it anyway. But and I was just coming off the dome. I hadn't like even dealt with it during the daytime. I looked at the the little couple footage the night before, and I didn't have to do much because to me it's a no-brainer. So for people saying watch the conspiracies and get off the conspiracy and all that, I just say to y'all, I told y'all, this is what I do. So I knew it was going to be so easy to pick this apart. It's like, it's simple. And I'm not even going to go the common sense that everybody's saying he was 33, that's a Masonic number. That's a Masonic number. Duh, that's a no-brainer. And the numbers surrounding him, March 31st, excuse me, y'all, it's super late, it's 4 in the morning. I'm not gonna deal with all that because I told y'all they always kill. They put the numbers around it. So, but I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna deal with that because then people gonna say, people will just come up with all kind of madness. So I'm gonna make this simple. I'm gonna do something they say is the best, teaching people. Use visuals. I'm gonna just use visuals. And it ain't gonna be me. They're gonna tell y'all what happened. And I'm gonna have to put up what happened. Now, first of all, let's deal with, I don't even know where to start. It's like, okay, let's deal with, this is the first thing we're gonna deal with. The footage. Let's deal with this little raggedy footage. Now this to me was extremely humorous. Hold on 1 second. What did I just do with that thing? Or did I get it yet? Okay, now. Notice how I'm gonna put up 2 things for y'all. Okay, now. Right here, you see this, whatever this is, this grainy as shit. And I mean, first of all, earlier the cast that was talking about, you hadn't seen the footage yet, you gotta see it. He just walked up to him viciously and shot them all up. Man, that is not, you could barely see what he just walked up to him and did. Okay, you could see it, the body fall, right. Not downplaying the drama at all. He did it. But what I'm saying is this. Now look at this. FBI surveillance footage, John Gotti, New York. Now, this is 1988, Look at that, bro. This is 1988 from the building across the street in the upstairs window. 88, bro. The building across the street in the upstairs window. I could see everything. Uncle Paulie, Mickey 2 times. And, I mean, come on, man. Like, but in 2019, all we got is this little ragged ass camera where we could barely see who's who and what's what. And this is why I tell y'all all the time. You believe any damn thing. Why did they choose that footage? Now, I know y'all gonna give me 1,000 reasons, and y'all probably by now got newer footage. Gonna say, look, I got better footage. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm gonna tell you, this ain't about what you think. Y'all told me what you think earlier. So I'm gonna tell you what I think. Now, here's why they gave that ragged ass footage. Let's go to, let's see what Tariq said.
Let me show y'all something. Let me show you something. This is the Marathon store right here. That's the Marathon store right here. If you look to the left of the screen, there's an alley. That's an entranceway to an alley. Right in the center is the Marathon store. So that's where the dude did the killing, and then he bust that right over there in that alley. And if you go in that alley, there's cameras all in the damn alley, dude. That's the Shell station right there. So we know this area, man. There's cameras everywhere. That little shitty footage that TMZ put out, I don't know what that was about, but.
Yeah, so that little shitty footage that TMZ put out, I don't know what that was about. Because they always got great footage any other time. And didn't the man just show you a camera right there on looking as the man would have ran into the alley? The camera would have caught him right there, blam. Picked up everything. Why we don't get that footage? That's what I said. I'm not going to be on here long because this is simplistic. This is a no-brainer, man. Now, let's take it a step further.
A few days ago, Nipsey was shooting a video for a song off DJ Khaled's album. The song is entitled Higher, featuring John Legend. According to TMZ, there was a great concern over Nipsey's safety during the shoot. They hired 10 armed officers because of the concerns for his protection. They were terrified that someone would sneak on set and do something to Nipsey.
Okay. Did y'all hear that? At the video shoot with John Legend and DJ Khaled, Nipsey stressed the concern for security. Now I take it a step deep. I take y'all a little step further. He wanted the entire parking ramp cleared out. He didn't want nobody who didn't have nothing to do with this project having no type of access to filming to where they was at. Why is that? For all you people say that there's no conspiracy. It was just a gang killing. It was just something, y'all told me. It was just an incident that just happened. They had an argument, that's that. That's what y'all told me. So why 3 days before that, he was worried about security at a video shoot? So worried that they rented the top 2 floors. That way nobody could get upstairs. So, come on, man. Why was that? Why was this a concern? Since it ain't no conspiracy. I'm gonna tell you why. No. I'm not gonna tell you nothing. I'm gonna let Nipsey tell you why.
Dr. Sebi,
yeah,
that stuff is kind of weird to this generation. Like, what you talking about?
They can't call me.
So you want to do a documentary about him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
if
killed
they
AIDS.
down me, y'all better ride for me, man. Y'all better burn something down, man. I come up falling off the building or something, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to do this about Dr. Save Me. So if they kill me, y'all better ride for me. Now, yeah, he said it in a joking manner, per se. But it was a thought. Clearly. Clearly he thought, at least for a split second, the possibility of a documentary so powerful. Why would he think that if this is not even a possibility, if this is not even an option according to y'all, why would the man himself make such a joke? Because somewhere in the back of his mind, clearly that was a possibility, or he never would have said it. He never would have even thought the thought or told the joke if it wasn't even possible. It wouldn't even be a plausible joke. The joke wouldn't make sense if this wasn't a possibility. The statement wouldn't make sense if this wasn't a possibility. But I'm telling y'all, it goes deeper than that. I don't have all the answers. I'm not here to give y'all all the answers. I'm here to open a damn door and I walk through it. Something happened. What? I don't know. It ain't my business. I'm not even a fan of the man's music, but I'm a fan of what I've heard that he was up to so far. And I watched the little footage when he was first coming in the game, when he was a young dude, and he was spitting some heavy knowledge then. Like, he was street, but he had a little upstairs. He had some, was smarter than the average bear, as they say. So, my guess is, if I could watch an interview from when he first came into the game, how radical his thought process was, then I can only assume as he became more powerful and got more finance, his thought process didn't decrease, more than likely it evolved. So I would have to assume, without even looking, I'm willing to bet if you go online and look at some of his interviews, I'm almost positive you'll hear more talking like what he was talking on the Breakfast Club. And I'm not going to play the clip. Y'all want to see it, go watch it. He was on the Breakfast Club and he was spitting some powerful then. So, I say that to say this. If you're independent, you're becoming a millionaire, you're uniting gangs, building more black businesses within your own community, and was scheduled to meet with the LAPD police chief or commissioner on Monday and gets killed on Sunday. Now, here's why I love doing what I do, because I love to look for stuff. Just look for stuff. And I especially love looking for stuff that y'all tell me I can't find. And it's so easy. It's just push buttons. I can't even take I can't be as prideful as my ancestors who really put in that real work and was slamming down books and books and books and books. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm just all over the place. My time don't allow that. So I do the best I can. I still read. That's not the issue. But I have to use the internet as my tool. So it's kind of cheating in relation to what they were doing. But it's still too much for y'all. Y'all won't even do this. And we can cheat. We can cheat, just push buttons and find out the same thing they had to do. Sometimes walking on foot for miles just to get to the library or get to a place that would give you the information. And all we gotta do is just push buttons right on our damn phone. We don't even gotta, and we won't even do that. But let's just now watch this. And I've seen this a dozen times when they're on camera and they make a little boo boo. Wow, watch this little boo boo. for y'all, because this ain't no conspiracy. Far be it for y'all to think that I want any parts of promoting any conspiracies. That's not what I do. No, it's not a conspiracy at all. That's why I'm just sharing some clips with family and friends. And this is a clip from the LAPD police commissioner. I want y'all to watch for the boo-boo.
I went through.
Oh, stop right here. Stop right here. If you don't think, if you don't think this Bernie Sanders looking, if you don't think he's full of crap just by looking at him, before he even open up his mouth, just look at him and tell me he ain't full of crap. Now, with that being said, carry on.
Emails yesterday, and I found the original email requesting from Nipsey and Rock Nation, requesting to me to set up a meeting with the chief. And I'm going to read it to you. This was dated February 26th. Our goal is to work with the department to help improve communication, relationships, and work towards changing the culture and dialogue between LAPD and the inner city. We want to hear about your new programs and your goals for the department, as well as how we can help stop gang violence and help you help kids. So it takes time to set up meetings. We did. It was set up for yesterday. And the chief called me on Sunday and told me, this was 15 minutes after, that that Nipsey Hustle had been assassinated, been murdered.
That Miss Nipsey Hustle had been assassinated, murdered. Anybody care to Google what assassination means? You know what I'm trying to say? Oh yeah, he just made a mistake. You damn right he made a mistake. He slipped up. Nipsey Hustle had been assassinated and murdered. Now, get that simplistic ass thinking away from me. Because there's a huge, enormous difference between an assassination and a murder. I have never, ever in 41 years of existence confused the two. Not to mention he's nervous as shit. He just looked down at the paper and read it. And it didn't say assassination. He's nervous. So he slipped. That's why right before he said anything, he looked at the paper because he was about to say assassination. He knew that wasn't right. So he looked down, rechecked it, and he still fucked up. Because he's nervous, because he's lying. And now I'm going to do y'all one even better. Look at the screen. I'm going to freeze it for you. First of all, look at dude right behind him. Let's see if we can read his mind. You fucking idiot. Okay, let's go to the brother on the right next to him. Put his head down. We ain't never going to get away with this shit. And let's try the guy all the way in the corner. And they gave his dumbass the job over me. Look at these people's face, bro. It tell you everything. But y'all don't believe that. Because that would be a conspiracy. Hey, I feel you, brother. But I'm going to play that one more time. And then I'm going to play it a little bit longer.
Nipsey Hustle had been assassinated and murdered. This horrible thing happened one day before we were going to have this meeting. Why couldn't we have had the meeting the day before instead of the day after? So the meeting...
Okay. If you bought that fake ass, why couldn't we have had the meeting the day before? Maybe because it was a Sunday. Shut your dumb ass up. Come on, man. Can y'all stop it, please? Like, do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? Why do y'all force me? Like, we could have really, I had something completely different planned for my lecture this week. Yet, this is what we got to do? Like we couldn't figure this out? That man is clearly fucking lying. And granted, this is the episode I won't allow you to watch. Don't worry, because I'm going to cuss. That motherfucker lying. And if you don't think so, that's probably because you lie a lot. He lying. The last part he could have kept. Watch it again. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Now just look. Seriously. No bullshit. Just think for yourself. Get all the bullshit out your brain. Take a puff right now if you have to. And listen to this man. We from the streets. We know bullshit when we hear it. That's one of our specialties. Black folks know bullshit when we hear it. We experts in knowing when a motherfucker trying to run game on us. Tell me this motherfucker ain't running game right now. Just listen.
And told me, this was 15 minutes after, that Nipsey Hustle had been assassinated, been murdered. This horrible thing happened one day before we were going to have this meeting. Why couldn't we have had the meeting the day before?
Man, come on. The mannerisms and the fake shape, that shit was fake. It's fake. Y'all wasting time, man. I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. I'm not really gonna deal with that too much no more because I got a little something else that I want to do. But and I'm gonna do something real quick too. This just quick. This just like you know how after you just get in a good hoop session, you've been balling so hard that you just can't leave the court, so you just shoot jumpers forward. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just netting jumpers right now because that was, come on, man, it's 2 + 2. But somebody on the thread earlier said that they don't buy the Easy-E stuff. They're not gonna deal with that. And that's more than likely somebody who haven't looked into it. But like, let's just hear what the closest people to him before he died had to say.
There was lots of conspiracy theories when it came to Eazy's death, and I actually interviewed both at one point, and you guys, felt that.
For me personally, I do as well because, I mean, even to this day, none of his kids, none of his baby mamas, his mistresses, nobody has came up with HIV or nothing like that. So, I mean, just rationally thinking, some had to go on.
Yeah, and it's just ironic because, you know, I know people can live with HIV for years and look normal and look healthy, but when you're about to die from AIDS, full-blown AIDS, you're gonna look like you're gonna die from AIDS. I've seen people that die from AIDS and they look like they have AIDS.
Do you feel that, look, Easy had a very promiscuous lifestyle. He said in interviews that he didn't use condoms. This is what happens with this type of lifestyle? Or do you feel that there was something else that went on?
Well, I mean, that's definitely what type of lifestyle that is. If you promiscuous and you out there doing what you're doing, you need a condom on because the shit is real. But at the same time, if you a super duper powerful man and you know, make songs when first I get the other pussy, put it in the freezer, I don't think that it's hard enough. I don't think it's that hard for somebody to say, ooh, that's a good way to take somebody out, and you're known for that. So as a sometime conspirator, I can think about different things and see both sides, like I always say, man. But I feel like, you know, Common Cold, we was in New York when Eazy-E went to New York, met with Cube at the tunnel and all that, and they was talking. He caught the cold then. You know, I heard that virus can live in your body for years and before it even catch up to you and all that, but that was December. January, hospital. February, you know, full blown. March, he was gone. Like, it never did add up to me.
Were you with him towards the end?
Yeah, I was with him towards the end, and he was built like a tank. He was wrestling with Bone. Like, we was like kids, we playing this motherfucker strong as fuck. Like, yeah, you know, like,
don't take my word for it.
And it wasn't until the call
I'm just enjoying the show.
That, you know, it was like, damn, you all right, E?
We don't do no conspiracy.
He'd be like, I'm cool.
No.
But then again, I heard a bunch of things that I'm not gonna implement myself into anything, because there's enough out there already, and I want my nigga to rest in peace. But at the same time, it's like, I think anything would be worth looking into if you could really go back and exhume and look and see what the cause, if that type of technology live, I would definitely invest in that, but I'm not savvy or keen on that, so. And it ain't really my place to be there, so I got theories.
Well, Suge went on, I think Jimmy Kimmel.
I seen that.
And made the comments about, you know, injecting someone with AIDS, you know, the Eazy-E way. You saw it on TV?
I saw it on TV, you know.
How did you feel when you saw this?
I'm like, ooh, that nigga knew what was up.
Yeah. Now I gotta excuse me, I'm still in the Cheeto, but I just happen to have that. I don't know why I got it, but I just happen to have it when the show did. Hold on. My fault.
Why the bulletproof vest?
Oh, it's not. Oh no, that's just it's new style. You've been in the can for a while. This is what everybody. That's what all the talk show hosts are wearing.
This is a new thing, right?
Yeah.
See, if somebody gonna do something about it, see, technology is so high, right?
Right.
So if you shoot somebody, you go to jail forever. So the kids, you don't want to go to jail forever, right? So they got this new thing out there. People sell them all the time. They got this stuff they get blood from somebody with AIDS. Yeah. And then they shoot you with it.
Oh, so that seems bad.
That's a slow death.
Yeah.
An easy thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no.
So, yeah. Yeah, my Cheetos are gone, and I don't even think I need to speak on that. So, moving right along. Most things are right in your face if you care to dig a little bit deeper and remove the curtain and see what's behind it. It's like the Wizard of Oz. You hear a voice telling you things are one way, and then you pull back the curtain and you see it's just not what you thought on the other side of the curtain. That's the world we live in. Not what you thought on the other side of the curtain. It's never just cut and dry. And when are y'all gonna get tired of every time something happen to a rapper, it's got something to do with gangs? I'm gonna say two things about that and I'll make it brief. First and foremost, gangs are a governmental concoction. Point blank, period. I'm not gonna deal with it because I already did. You want me to expound on that? Go to my second lecture. It's called Hidden in Plain Sight. And I break that whole gang thing / governmental thing down. So no need to do it tonight. Go check it out. And then you can get caught up and come back to where we at right here. Everybody in the gangs is not what's projected on television. Gang members in this day and age are a lot more classy, a lot more sophisticated, and they don't do raggedy ass shit like that at that level. So I just think whether we can prove that there is something going on other than what we see, I don't think is the issue. I think it all boils down on the individual that is willing to look further. And that's what it is. It can be in any scenario. So I say that to say we could take any situation, any rapper being killed, anybody, and you could go with what is the first analysis and be done with it. If we were to do that, would anything ever get solved? A lot of y'all watching this, your first analysis may have been Christianity and now you're Muslim. What if you had to stuck with the first analysis? Or maybe you're Hebrew Israelite now, but you used to be a Christian. Or maybe you're none of those, but you used to be one of those. My point is, without constantly reanalyzing what we think and what we see, are we truly growing? If you're going to say that I live in a system where we always saying that these people treacherous, the government is up to something. But how come every time when it's our people, it's just a gang thing? The government could be up to something. Y'all got all of these clever things that y'all believe in. All these weird things. Y'all believe in flying men. Y'all believe in aliens. Y'all believe in all kind of weird shit. Except for innocent black people. Except for niggas that don't gangbang. Y'all believe in all kind of shit. Y'all believe a man walked into some mountains and came back with a longer beard and 2 clay tablets telling us how we should be directly from God? Even though if I tell you that those same rules was already in Africa way before that, and dude was raised in the same place where those, then you won't follow none of that, and you'll say, oh, you tripping. So what is the point to any of this? Y'all don't believe nothing. What do you believe? You see it right there on Facebook. They set it up just for you. Gang shooting. They gave you the narrative. They had an argument in the store. He came back and shot him. Soon as that happened, soon as they gave y'all the narrative, your brain shut off and you ain't use no common sense. What happened to all you smart street dudes? Can I talk to some of you smart street guys, please? The dudes who pretend to know shit about the streets but don't really comprehend what's right in front of them on the footage. Let me talk to some of the smart street guys. Okay, check it out, right? You get into it. Whatever dudes say, you so irate, you decide I got to have them right now. I don't care if it's broad daylight. I don't care if it's cameras everywhere. I want them. So you go, grab Thumper, come back. You walk up on him, broad day. You get the busting. Hit him, hit his man, he fall. You walk off, Then you walk back and dump again. Then he walk off, come back, dump again, and kick him. Then he run that way, turn around and run the other way. And if you see that bogus ass run, what nigga just laid down a whole parking lot in broad daylight running like that? Did he look scared to y'all? He just off the hottest nigga in LA in broad day. You mean to tell me y'all looked at that footage and that looked like somebody who was scared of getting caught by the cops? That's what you telling me. Come on, man. Y'all can't be for real, dog. I looked at the footage and now I see that some of y'all just so dead set on being right, it's ridiculous. Because I'm looking at that footage. And I got more questions that I'm not even going to bring up because I don't want to get caught up. I don't know. But what I know is this. If I'm that angry that I decide I'm finna come off you in broad day in front of the cameras and all that. Once he dumped the first couple shots, why did he walk off, come back, and dump again? And then why did he walk off, come back, dump again, then walk over the body, kick the body, and now he remembers I should be running. So he trots off. This is not a man who just off the hottest man in LA in broad daylight. This is not the actions of such a person. Fine, we out of there. Okay, I was mad, heat of the moment. Snap back to reality. Look what I just did. Let's go. I'm not coming back, shoot, leave again, come back, shoot, leave again. Okay, while you doing all of this, it's people outside running over, calling cops and shit. And what's up with old girl who keep going to her car, coming back? Going to her car, coming back. Who does this? Why is she the only person? Run to the car, come back. What is she doing? Somebody is shooting. You leave your car. Then I'm gone till I'm out the way. She ain't worried about being saw or seen as a witness to get dumped on herself. In the middle of a shootout, you run back to the car. While the nigga who's shooting is still standing over there dumping, you run back and get in your car. If that's the case, why you ain't drive off? What the hell you get back out and run off again for? I don't know the answer to that, but it don't make sense. A lot of stuff in that footage don't make sense. Don't make sense that I can see John Gotti clearly, but I can't see the shooter in that damn film. That don't make sense either. But I'm almost positive y'all will come up with some clever reason why that happened too, so. What difference does it make? All I know is this. Hip hop is not yours anymore. It's controlled by people who want to see you dead. There's a direct link between hip hop and the private prison system. It was set up intentionally. It was set up accordingly to funnel your black butts, our black butts, in and out of prison as much as possible. So as long as you're rapping about things that will keep people going in and out of prison and you shut up, then you're safe. But at the point when the rapper starts to become something more than just a vessel to run you black brothers in and out of prison, then that rapper becomes a problem. I told y'all earlier today, 4.2 million people on his Instagram. 4.2. Do y'all know how many people that is? And you're about to prove that two of the most damaging drugs, two of the most damaging diseases ever to hit the face of this planet can be cured. Have been cured. Man, Dr. Sebi cured somebody of HIV in 3 months. 3 months. People dying off of this stuff. He got the court records that signed paper, 3-month treatment. And he was about to release this to the world. And I hear and I've been on social media too, I've been hearing some of these smart dummies talking about, well, the Dr. Sebi footage has been out for years. People already knew that. No. There is footage of people having sex with animals on the internet, I can assume. Do I know where it's at and have I ever seen it? No. Just like you could assume that maybe there's a black guy somewhere on the internet that knows some stuff about health. What the fuck does that mean to you? Sebi, Dr. Sebi is not mainstream. The conscious community is growing, but it's not a very big community. Most black folks have no idea who he is. Most people, period. That news clipping ran in the 80s or some shit like that. It happened. They swept it under the rug as soon as possible, and they kept it moving. Dr. Sebi wasn't even staying here in the States. And then to stop him for no reason, confiscate his money, and then he died in the motherfucking Mexican federale custody. I could only assume there's going to be something in the freaking documentary about that as well. And seeing as how I don't know all the facts, I'm just a broke dude talking into my cell phone. But Nipsey Hustle has 4.2 million viewers, and he's rich. So I'm sure he didn't put out a documentary without doing an investigation. Which means he didn't tell us, but I bet you there were some things. This is why you put out a documentary. So you can bring uncommon information to the public. So I can almost guarantee there was going to be something in that documentary that was not common information that he was going to bring to the public. Probably what happened to Dr. Sebi. These are assumptions. This is speculation, but if he wasn't going to do that, then what would be the purpose of the damn documentary? We could just all Google the court case. He's smarter than that, it seems. It makes me think, and here's my final thought. I do all of this shit, risk my family, do it out my home and shit. Got pictures of me on the wall so I'm easy to trace back. So if they run up in this motherfucker, drag me out, do something to me, and tell y'all I was involved in a drug deal gone bad, you motherfuckers gonna believe it and just going back to your life. Well, I don't sell drugs. So let's get that out the way. I'm not involved in any scandal whatsoever. I don't owe anyone money. Whatever they could possibly think of, some illicit, pimp, lavish story they might tell you about something. No, not involved in anything. Just sit in front of this camera and talk to y'all, and I play a lot of poker. That's about it. That's my dirty secrets. So maybe y'all will come up next and say, how he gonna be conscious and play poker? It's how I earn a living. I'm striving to become a professional. I'm pretty good at it. It's what I do. Y'all barely watch my videos, so I can't count on you for an income. So, what you want a brother to do? See what I'm saying? No matter what, there's gonna be something wrong with y'all. There's always gonna be a problem. If I quit the streets and I start playing poker, then y'all call me a gambler addict. People know me no better than that. But I'm just saying, it's always gonna be something. So, all I can do is open the door, walk your ass through it, do the research. This is what I came up with. Come up with whatever you come up with. All I ask is this. Don't get on here just telling people stuff because you popular and you haven't looked into it, and you got a bunch of people thinking a bunch of dumb shit just because they like you and they think you smart. Something happened, and it's not the obvious. Draw your own conclusion, like with most things. Just don't be lazy to try to have a fucking thought. It is what it is, but it ain't no more. But see, I told y'all I was gonna keep it short and sweet. We're gonna be brief. Hashtag we gotta do better.